Have you ever wondered what the most severe snowstorm in the history of the United States was like? Picture this. The year is 1888. The date, March 11th. The Northeastern United States is about to face a snowstorm of epic proportions. As the storm approached, an ominous chill hung in the air. A vast area was in its path, including the states of New York, New Jersey, Massachusetts, and Connecticut. The initial weather conditions were deceptive, a calm before the storm, but soon the skies darkened and the Great White Hurricane made its grand entrance. The storm brought with it a deluge of snow, with some areas receiving up to an astonishing 50 inches. As the snow fell relentlessly, the winds picked up speed, reaching a ferocious intensity akin to a hurricane. The snow and winds together created massive snowdrifts, transforming familiar landscapes into unrecognizable terrain of white. As the storm raged on, transportation came to a standstill, communication lines were severed, and the cities were plunged into a winter nightmare. In the heart of New York City, a metropolis unprepared for such a calamity, the storm would pose a different set of challenges. The urban landscape, usually bustling with life, was suddenly transformed into a frozen wilderness. The city's infrastructure, particularly the elevated trains, a symbol of progress and modernity, faced the brunt of the storm's fury. Stranded high above the snow-clogged streets, these metallic snakes became frozen statues, a testament to the storm's unyielding power. Down below, the city's arteries were choked with snow. Streets, usually teeming with carriages and pedestrians, became impassable walls of white. Services were disrupted, leaving city dwellers grappling with the harsh realities of a city under siege by nature. The storm laid bare the city's unpreparedness for such a severe weather event, exposing a glaring gap in its urban planning. The city that never sleeps was brought to its knees, a silent victim of the Great White Hurricane. The Great Blizzard of 1888 was not just a meteorological phenomenon, it was a deadly force claiming numerous lives. This storm was relentless, leaving a chilling mark on history. The death toll rose to approximately 400, a grim testament to the storm's ferocity. In the face of such extreme weather, many lives were lost due to exposure to the bitter cold and the impenetrable snow. Buried under up to 50 inches of snow, people were trapped in their homes, unable to seek help. Others perished in the streets, caught off guard by the sudden onslaught of the storm. The impact was particularly severe in urban areas like New York City, where people were ill-prepared for such a disaster. The city's infrastructure was overwhelmed, and the populace was left struggling to survive. The city's elevated trains, a lifeline for many, were immobilized, stranding thousands. The storm had passed, but the scars it left behind were deep and long-lasting. When the snow finally ceased and the winds calmed, the Northeast was left to grapple with the aftermath of the Great Blizzard. The storm had laid bare the vulnerabilities of the region's infrastructure. It was a gargantuan task to unblock roads and railways, to restore the telegraph lines that once connected cities. The recovery was slow, but it was also a time of reflection and learning. The blizzard had exposed the inadequacy of the urban planning of the time. The cities realized the need for a more robust response to such extreme weather events. As a result, they made significant changes to infrastructure and snow removal strategies. Snow removal became a priority, and cities developed a more organized approach to clearing streets. Underground transportation systems were given more consideration, a shift that eventually led to the creation of the New York subway. The Great Blizzard of 1888 remains a stark reminder of the power of nature and the importance of preparedness, a lesson etched in the annals of American history.